Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and I have about an hour before I need to leave the house to be somewhere, and I thought I would just spend that time doing a video. So this is going to be a little like chatty, get ready with me. I'm going to be using some new makeup, new to me makeup, just talking about whatever and just getting ready. So hopefully you enjoy this video. First thing I'm going to do is something I do every day and I never ever talk about, and it's remove the skincare that's on my eyebrows. So I started doing this because I noticed my eyebrow makeup, like I'd go in with a pencil or a powder and it would just like create like a creamy texture and it was looking kind of ugly. And I realized it's probably because I have moisturizer, skincare, and sunscreen all over my eyebrows and it's mixing with that powder. So I get my cellar water and usually this little cloth that I keep like some random cloth here always to wipe my hands off. This is just like a piece of a microfiber that I cut. So it's all stained and messy, but you know, it serves its purpose. So I just get a little micellar water and then I just wipe off the makeup or the skincare that's on my eyebrows. And the brow products go on so much easier. If you're having issues with your brow products lately, this might be the issue. I do this before I put on anything because I have forgotten to do this step, and when I get to like the eyeshadow portion and I'm trying to remove the makeup on my eyebrows, it leaves like a line and I have to redo it, its whole thing. So do it before you even start. Another step I always do before I start is eye primer. This is the Morphe eyelid primer, my favorite. And my nails, oh my goodness, let me tell you what's on the nails. Believe Beauty Gel Effect Polish, oh my god. This is a rediscovered nail polish in my collection. It's called Kiss and Tell Gel Effect Nail Polish. Got this at Dollar General. I want to say it was $3, but even if this was $5, what a heck of a deal for such a high quality polish. I mean, look at that. It will last, I want to say like 4 days, but it kind of depends on what you do for work and what you do with your hands all day. If you just kind of chill all day, it's probably going to last you till it starts growing out. But for my work, what I do, I work in retail, like my nails, they don't last that long and they start looking kind of worn down after a couple days. But this one actually stays on and it's wonderful. And they tend to have the Dollar General polishes on a rack, like a spinning little rack, not with the Believe Beauty like makeup stand. I need to put my mirror up here. I love this primer so much. I got this in an advent calendar a couple of years ago and I've been using it ever since. It's the only primer I've ever really loved. And I've tried the Milani one because you know Emily Noel loves that Milani primer. I didn't like it. I thought it was always separated and it just didn't work for me. But I need to bring this mirror up here. But first, actually, I gotta show you my plant. So if you didn't know, I have a plant channel. I have a second YouTube channel where I talk all about my plants. And this one here is sitting on the table, so I thought I'd show it to you. It's some sort of fern. I'm not sure what kind. It's a loud one. And it also looks like lettuce. I just think it's so cool. That's actually what caught my eye, was that it looked like a bouquet of lettuce. And it's just so beautiful. So this is my new one. I don't really know where to put it though to get it out of the way for now. Not right there. I'm just gonna put it on the ground. So cute. Okay, so where are we gonna start? Let's start with eyes. I actually have 3 options for eyes. I didn't really know what to do, but I think I'm gonna go with something from the dollar store. So I did get this palette from Profusion, the Ethereal palette. I haven't tried it out yet, but someone left me a comment and said this one was kind of underwhelming, that the other one called, what was the other one called? I always try to remember. Oh, Harvest, here it is. This one called Harvest was really good. I did a video on this in case you missed it, swatched it out, demoed it. It's really good actually. I don't know if I really want to try this one today, but I am going to try it this week and hopefully it's good. I have that. I also have this little cutie from Ulta Beauty. It's the Thor Love and Thunder palette, and it's 2 little palettes that like this, like, you know, little best friend thing. I think that's kind of cute. And you get, you know, a lot of cool colors in here. I'm not a huge fan of Ulta's like limited edition eyeshadow palettes, but I don't know, I saw it in person and I was like, well, I have to have that or I'm gonna die. So I got it. I want to try this out, but I don't think today. I think what I'm gonna use is actually this. This is from LA Colors. I got this at the Dollar Tree, $1.25. It's one of their 2-tone eyeshadow duos. and this is the color Mirror Soul. It's just a nice little neutral brown little eyeshadow duo. I think this is what I'm going to be using today. I have a couple of things in this video as well that Emily Noel made me buy. I have one I'm going to try out and one, actually let's just talk about it. The Wet n Wild foundation. I kind of hate this. I kind of hate this foundation. I hate everything about it. I have tried the luminous version or the dewy version, and although I liked the way that that one looked on the skin, it oxidized. It oxidized so badly that I looked like I looked ridiculous, like I was doing a racism or something. And I literally was driving to work and I looked in the rearview mirror and I was like, no freaking way am I going to work like that. I literally turned around, went home, wiped it off with the cloth as quickly as I could, and then drove to work. I was like, whatever, I'm not wearing that to work. Never wore it again. So I was kind of worried this one was going to oxidize, but when we get to the foundation portion, I'll tell you more about why I hate that so much. But I have another product from Wet n Wild she made me buy, which is the loose powder. I'm going to try this one out. I tried it out the other day, like right before I washed my face at night, and I think I used too much, so I'll go a little lighter today with that. So here is this little duo. You get a nice matte brown and like a shimmer, I don't know, kind of coppery gold color there. Or it's like a brown. I don't know, you get a brown matte and a brown shimmer. They're both very pretty looking though. And I do plan to do a video on all of these once I try them all out, but so far I'm loving them. I think it's very interesting. I'm using the cheapest eyeshadow I have and my most expensive eyeshadow brush, my Chikuhodo, I don't know what the name of the brush is, but it's a very expensive brush. And I'm putting on my cheapest eyeshadow with it, but you know what? It's fine. But look how much pigmentation I got out of that eyeshadow. And I am doing eyes first because I feel like that shimmer is going to give me a little fallout, and I want to make sure I can wipe that away. This morning I wanted to film an update on my upfront garden for my other channel, and it was raining. It's been raining, it rained yesterday and today, which is fantastic, but you know, I wasn't able to do the video. But it looks like it's going to stay cloudy most of the day, so maybe I'll be able to do it if it's not raining or sprinkling. But I'm trying to think of something else I can do. Maybe like an in my house plant tour. I've been wanting to do one on my hanging baskets. I think that might be interesting. So there's that one. I'm like really happy with that pigmentation. That looks wonderful. Oh, this shimmer, it feels good, but it seems like one of those ones that might look better in a swatch than on the eyes, but let's just put it on anyway. Ooh, oh my God. It looks great. Oh my gosh, it's stuck to my lid so well. I thought it was gonna be crumbly. It looks awesome. I kind of want to do a little bit something darker in the outer corner. I might just grab maybe something from that Thor palette if there's anything dark in there. Ooh, that looks nice just all on its own. I really like it. But I think I am gonna grab a little bit of a darker shade. I just want something a little more, you know, like that. I started watching somebody new on YouTube. So with this palette, the only thing, like the magnet is pretty strong, but I have dropped this many times just picking it up off the table because it will fall off with any sort of like, I don't know what that word is I'm looking for, but I've dropped it on the floor many times already. So just a heads up on that. If you get this, the magnet is strong, but it's not the strongest in the world. There isn't really a dark shade in here that I want to use. Let me see if one of those duo eyeshadows has a darker one. Ooh, let's open this one. Wait, is that a darker one? Oh yeah. Let's use this one called Better Half. I'm gonna get the dark shade from this one here and see if that will deepen up my outer corner a little bit. This one is like more of a rosy kind of brown. Oh, do I want to put that on then? It's fine. It's just eyeshadow, it's okay. I need a smaller brush, like something not so fluffy. Well, all of them are dirty. So I started watching someone new on YouTube, and I never watch new people on YouTube. I always just stick with the same people all the time. And if I'm subscribed to your channel, I watch all of your videos. I might not comment on all of them, and I wish I was better at commenting, but I'll see like a comment and it's exactly what I was gonna say, and then I just thumbs up that comment. I don't know. I should probably comment more often, but anyway. I watch the same people all the time. I'll watch their old videos over and over. It's like a comfort, you know, and I just already know them. And I started watching somebody new, and she's a type of video I never have seen before. And her name is Suarez. Yeah. And she does like anti-MLM videos and calls out like toxic traits in those recruiting kind of direct sale companies. And it is so interesting. I'm watching one right now called Monat or Monate. I've never heard of that company, but I guess they sell shampoo and stuff. It's the Monat or Monate meanest upline, worst Zoom training call footage exposed. She does some of those like clickbaity kind of titles, and they're not really my videos I would want to click on, but I watched one from her the other day, actually yesterday. I just got into her yesterday, and I watched her videos the rest of the day. Right when I woke up this morning, I was like, I gotta work my way through her whole catalog of videos. And she's just so pretty, and the way that she talks, like you just want to hear everything she says. And I think she used to do beauty videos on her channel before she switched over to commentary style. And she's really good. So I'll link her down below in case you want to check her out. Their videos I never thought I would be interested in, but I like want to watch them all now because I've never heard of these companies. And it's really like interesting to see. And oh my god, this one I'm watching now, she's trying to like get you motivated to sell, but she's cussing at you. She's so mean. It's kind of weird that that's like allowed, that behavior is allowed in those companies. I don't know, man. I'm gonna wipe off some of the fallout that I might have, and I actually don't see any. Is there a mirror in here? No, there's not. Where is a tiny mirror? This one? Yes. Anytime I wipe away fallout, I always feel like I'm wiping off all my eye cream. And I don't really like doing that. But, I don't know. Can't have it all, I guess. Should I put foundation on today? Do I feel like wearing foundation? No, you know what? I had a primer, a Shop My Stash primer. Right? Which one was it? Did I put one out? I don't even remember. Did I? Oh, yes, I did. It was this. The Revlon Rose Glow Face Gloss. Let's try this out. I wore this the other day, and these memories started flooding back that I remember using this because I completely forgot about this. I forgot how it worked and everything. So Laura Geller used to have a primer. It was the Spackle Tinted Primer in the shade Ethereal. It was my favorite thing, and I loved it so much that I never used it because it wasn't available anymore. I didn't want to run out, even though it would have taken me probably 2 years to use it up, even if I used it every day. I didn't use it. It went bad, and I felt so horrible, and I thought, oh my god, I should have been using that this whole time. This is that. This is that primer. It's the same exact undertone. It has like a pink, I don't know if you can see it, but it made my skin very glossy. It has like a pink undertone to it, like a pink glossiness. I like this. It has a lovely like rosy kind of scent too, and I really like it. I don't know if I even showed it to you. Rose Glow Face Gloss from Revlon. Kind of love it. And then Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. This is the one I shopped my stash for. I didn't feel like putting on foundation today, but then I suddenly changed my mind. Another YouTuber who I really, really like, and I wish her channel would like blow up because she's just so good. Her personality is so nice. Her videos are good. And it's Tobias. I don't know if any of you guys watch her channel. She does videos here and there. But Instagram is where she really does a lot of beauty stuff. I left my sponge in the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm using the sponge called UVE or Uve or something like that. I got this in a subscription box and it's so good. It is so good. I'm loving the Allure Beauty box lately. I love it so much I got it for my grandma because I was getting her the beauty test tube for Christmas, and I don't know, the products it comes with I think are nice, but I don't think she was getting a lot of use out of them. Like for example, it came with magnetic lashes and liner, and she was like, I'm never gonna use this. Certain hair products that she's not gonna use, and I was like, I don't really think this is worth it for her. So I switched it to Allure Beauty box because they have been killing it lately in those boxes. So so far she got two of them in the same week just because of how I ordered it. So hopefully she's enjoying it. I've been loving it a lot, and they've really gotten a lot better over the years. I've been getting that box for a long time. I canceled it. I hated it. it was getting super cheap. It's like sending you those brands that don't really exist in real life, and just really cheap products. They jacked up the price a little bit, but the quality of the products is astronomically better. I've been loving the box. This is not sponsored, I pay for it myself. Anyway, I was talking about Megan Tobias. She does these looks on Instagram that are so cool, and she did one in a video recently that was like, I think she was trying out the brand About Face, and she did like this graphic liner that she drew all over her face, and I was like, I have to do that. I need a yellow liner. I need to draw it all over my face. And she does stuff like that all the time on Instagram. Just really cool, graphic, editorial kind of style of makeup, and it's really fun. I really, really like her Instagram a lot, and her channel is good too. She doesn't post a ton of videos all the time, but every time one pops up, it's like the first thing I watch. I just put on the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer, and I have realized this Dior concealer, it's like the same thing as the Maybelline one. So this is the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer, and I actually filmed the video yesterday on this Dior concealer and my review, my check-in, and how it compares a drugstore alternative, all that kind of stuff. And I forgot to do the check-in. I was like just going about my day, and then this morning I woke up and I was like, oh crap, I forgot. So I might redo that because I do want to talk about this concealer and do a little comparison with those ones, or with the... It has the nicest little applicator. It's like a little brush. I really like it. I've really been enjoying this concealer a lot. And I think I'm gonna take a break from the nails. I have been totally into press-on nails. They're just so fun. They're so temporary, and it's just a fun, different thing to have on my hands. But what I do for work, they just take a beating. For example, I put some on the other day. Actually, they're right here. Let me grab them. They're the Kiss Jelly Fantasy nails, and I was like pining in my heart for these, and I forgot to buy them when I left work on Friday, and I went on Saturday, this was last weekend, to go get them because I just had to have them. I put them on, and they don't really look the way they look in the packaging because it's with the back paper background, so they look more opaque than they actually are. They're very, very see-through. They're very similar to the Bare But Better ones that they do, so you can see your whole nail through the nail. So if you didn't cut your nails all the way down, you're gonna see your growth from your nail underneath it, and you could see the glue through it. It just looks really awful, and I just really didn't like them. And by the end of my first work day, the thumbnails were all dented on the sides, and I was like, these nails have got to come off. Took them off a couple days later, and I just don't like having to work around the nails, you know what I mean? Like, I do a lot of steps with my makeup with my fingers, and it's kind of hard to do that like under eye concealer that I like to pat in with my fingers with the nail, because I can't really get in there. I can't swatch stuff the way that I want to. But I just can't do what I want with the nails on. You know, certain skincare steps, pulling my hair in a ponytail, just different things that they're not as easy to do with the nails on. And with the press-on nails, they're not as like perfectly adhered to your nail, especially how your nails are shaped. Everyone's nails are shaped differently, and my fingers, like the index finger nails, like are curved a little bit, and some of the other ones are flat. So these ones never were 100% secure to the nail. So I would feel water going under there. I would like go to pull my hair up, and I could feel a hair going under the nail, like by the cuticle side. There's just different things that I hated about them, but I loved them so much. So taking a break for now, but I'm gonna try to get really into nail polish right now. What are we doing next? Oh, let's do this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I forgot to talk about why I hated this foundation. Let me take a step back real quick. I hate this foundation for so many reasons. First off, it smells terrible. And normally when a product is like unscented, I don't mind that, like just smell of the product. Sometimes it doesn't smell that good, but the smell will go away. I just don't like the smell of this at all, and every time she uses it, she never mentions the scent, or at least maybe I've overlooked it, I don't know. I don't like this paddle applicator. I would have rather it just been a jar that you pour into your hand. There's nothing wrong with getting this and putting it on your face. It's just that it's hard plastic. And I don't like that. The feeling is just wrong. I just don't like that. The scent, I can't do with the scent. It also looks so bad on my skin. It just goes on so streaky. It doesn't really blend. She gets this to look so good on her face. And I can't with this foundation. Also, the shade isn't right. The shade range is really limited, and you know, it's not the end of the world to have like a small amount of shades, but the range of colors is really just and this doesn't work for me in any way, like for any reason. So gonna take it back. Don't really like it. But she also made me buy this powder because she's been talking about this powder a lot too. This is the Photo Focus Translucent Powder. And oh, now that I said translucent, anyone out there watching The Boys, the show on Amazon, it's amazing. The new season is on now, and I think a new episode comes out every Friday, and it's just the best show. So let me know if you're watching it. I can't find a brush. I can't find a brush I want to use. Let's see. Actually, let's use... Is that clean? We'll just use this brush. Full face powder brush. I'm sure I got this. Is this a subscription box brush? Oh yeah, it's from Julep. I think this was in a subscription box. Anyway, there's a character on the show named Translucent in the first season. And it's just such a good show. It's about these group of people that are like anti-superheroes. And the superheroes like are celebrities in this alternate universe. And they work for this company. And the company is obviously very corrupt and not what people think, but the superheroes have to, I don't know, maintain this facade. And it's just so good. It's vulgar, it's crude. There are some scenes in that show, like I can't believe it exists. Like people have written this show, they've filmed it, they put it on TV, or it's on Amazon. It's not, I guess it's on TV, but you know what I mean? It's a streaming service. And it's so good. I can't believe it actually exists. So if you're watching it, let me know what you think. No spoilers in the comments though if no one else has seen it. But let me know if you've been watching it. It's so good. Did I just turn into a ghost or am I crazy? This is white powder. It's very mattifying. It like sucked all the life out of my face. I guess it's doing what it's supposed to. I feel like I need more concealer under my eyes though, because I could just, I don't know, once I start upping the coverage on my face, my under eyes look like they need a little more. So I'm going to put this Dior one here. And this little paintbrush is so nice just to, I don't know, just paint on your under eyes. It's like the perfect little size. I think some setting spray will definitely help out that powder because it's doing its job. But I feel like it's a little... like that, a little too powdery. But I'm sure with setting spray it'll be just fine. So now that I put on concealer like on this part of my eye, it always erases eyeshadow a little bit. So I always like to go back and kind of re-blend eyeshadow in that area. Otherwise it just looks like a blank spot right there. So let's put some color on the face. I'm going to grab one of the face palettes I got in Shop My Stash. Do I use Believe? No, I'm going to use the Urban Decay one. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Threesome in the shade Rise. One of my favorite products of all time. Packaging is just amazing on this. The quality of the product is really nice. And these are the three colors I'm going to use. I'm going to use the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. There's like a lint on my face. I could feel it. Maybe something that was on that brush. I also love these like brush cleaner things. A ton of brands make these now. You don't need to spend a lot of money on it. This one I've had for years and years. It's from Walgreens. I don't even think they make this anymore. But I've noticed like the little material that's used to clean the brushes off is falling apart and like kind of falling out. So I have two of them though, so it's okay. So the bronzer in here has a tiny bit of sparkle in it, like the lightest bit of shimmer. The highlighter, although it looks like it's gonna be wham bam in your face, it is very subtle. Like it's a very subtle highlighter, and then this beautiful coral blush. All right, let's put this on. And I'm using my favorite brush, the Jaclyn Hill JH06 brush. I always want to buy another one of these because I'm just afraid it's gonna be discontinued or something, and I don't know. I just want to back up. I can't wait to put setting spray on. I just feel like that powder, maybe I just used too much, but I feel like I just used a little bit because I was just using what was in the lid, like I didn't shake any extra out. So highlighter next. Let me swatch this one so you can see it. It's very, very subtle. It kind of just looks like a subtle shimmer eyeshadow, like it's not super in your face kind of highlighter, but I kind of think I want something a little more. You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty thing. This is the Toasted Swirl Bronze Shimmer Powder. I have the shade Chocolate Swirler. I did a whole video on this I put up a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? I'm going to try just to touch the highlighter part in here because I don't want a ton of color. I don't want like a brown highlighter or like a bronze highlighter. Just gonna kind of put it all over my face. Ooh, I love it. I'm actually kind of shocked at how much I love this because the first time I tried it, it looked ridiculous. But I was using too big of a brush. I think I was getting too much on the brush. And I think I might put some of this on the like bronzer. Just do a whole shimmer. I think it's because that powder I put on just looks too flat. That looks a little better. Brought some shine back to my face. This blush though I will use. I really like this color. It's so pretty. Tiny bit goes a long way though, so like one little dab in is all you need. Is that too much? Alright, I'm going to do some setting spray real quick, fill in the brows. I am dying to finish up this brow pencil. The Anastasia Brow Whiz. Oh look, I think the piece fell out. There it is. I thought I had finished it up. It falls out all the time, but there's like, that's kind of all that's left in this pencil. This is the shade Medium Brown. I've had this for so long. I don't really like it, but I'm just like, I'm gonna finish it up whether this pencil likes it or not. It's broken, the spoolie has broken off, both of the lids are missing. I bought the Kosas Brow Pop brow pencil and I love that one so much. It's just a joy to use, I think because the packaging is so joyful compared to this broken one. I just really like that one. So I kind of just fill them in like a general shape. And then I get a spoolie. This is just a spoolie from the Ulta Beauty pencil because that Anastasia one is broken. And just kind of brush out the pencil so it doesn't look so harsh. And then I get powder. The brow powder I use every single day and never talk about is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Universal Taupe Brow Pencil. It's this brow powder right here that has this big old pan in it. I love this. I love this a lot. This is one of my favorite palettes actually, that I bought a few years ago at Ulta, or a couple years ago for Christmas, and I was gonna return it because I thought the packaging felt so cheap, but now it's turned into one of my favorite things. I have been loving the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara. I have the shade Cool Ash Brown. I did do a video on this too back in February. I love this a lot. It does dry pretty quickly though, so I'm gonna brush up one side, go to the other side, brush it up quickly, and then by the time I go back to this side, it's already dry. It's kind of hard to move the hairs around again, so I try to go kind of quick. But I really like it. It will stay all day long through the summer heat and everything, or what we have had as far as summer heat anyway. And then I kind of leave them like that. I'll finish up the rest of my face and then I go back again with the powder and fill them in again because, you know, they just look kind of thin and funny right now. Let me do some lower lash. What eyeshadow was I even using? I totally already forgot. The LA Colors little duotone. I'm just going to get this one here on the lower lash line. I'm gonna put some of that highlighter from this palette in my inner corner just to add a little bit of brightness there. It's like just such a subtle highlighter that it's something, it's something. All right, now I'm gonna finish up the brows. I just wanna make sure that that gel is completely dry, although it does dry down pretty quickly. If I were to go back with the powder again on top of the wet gel, it would just turn into like a mess. All right, mascara, no, setting spray first. Let me see. I've been actually loving the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip one. I want to use it every single day. It's so awesome. But I want something more that's going to take away the matte look on my skin. And I'm going to use the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I shot my stash for this last time, and I really, really like this one. It has such a fine mist. No big droplets at all. Really takes away any powdery look that might have been on my face. I'm gonna put something on my lips. The Fenty Beauty gloss in Fussy. I love this. This is one of my favorite lip things ever. And I always forget to talk about lips, always. Because I don't know, I just do glosses and not really much else, so I always forget to mention it. Did I even show you what it looked like? Here it is. Actually, the matte eyeshadow paints that Profusion came out with recently, they're this identical packaging, like literally the size, shape, design, everything. Mascara, I think I want to use the Gucci one, but I'm gonna do the Caliray Come Hell or High Water mascara on the lower lashes. Now that I just dug around in this drawer, let me show it to you. It's so full of stuff. But what I tend to do is just get everything off the table and like just push it into the drawer when I'm about to do a video. And then I bought this liner from the Dollar Tree. It's like a peel and stick kind of shelf liner, but I didn't stick it in there because I kind of thought I would regret it or want to change it later on. But it's kind of just packed full of stuff and, you know, I gotta clean it out. So we'll do this on the lower lashes. I've been really liking to do like a lot of mascara on the lower lashes and kind of let them just have their moment. But I have found that no matter which mascara I use, even something like this that's usually really water resistant, it'll smudge just because I think it's just too much, you know? And then this is the Gucci Mascara L'Obscure. I've had this for a long time. I want to say it's probably coming up on a year that I've had this. I know. But you know what? This is the longest lasting mascara I have ever purchased. Of course, it's from a high-end brand or like a luxury makeup brand. And I'm glad it's lasted as long as it has because, you know, it's not the cheapest mascara in the world, but it's one that I absolutely love. I did do a video on this. I'll link it down below in case you want to check it out. It's just a dedicated review of this mascara. And I love everything about this mascara. It has one fatal flaw, and that's that it transfers. It will transfer up here to my skin, so later in the day I'm going to see some little dots there, but it usually depends on the weather, how hot it is, am I sweating on my face, all that kind of stuff. Especially when I was wearing a mask every day at work, mascara transfer was just crazy because, you know, it just was. And as old as this mascara is, it doesn't smell like anything. It smells like mascara. It doesn't have that like old smell or anything. The formula has not gotten thick or clumpy or anything like that. It performs literally the same as it did the day I bought it, which is so weird. And I know a lot of you are probably yelling at me like, you should have thrown that away last year, but you know what? It's fine. It's not irritating my eyes. It smells fine. It performs just fine. And I'm gonna keep it as long as I possibly can. And that's that. So that is it. That is my little get ready with me chit chat. I wasn't really like planning out a look in my head or anything, but I love the way that this came out. I am super happy with this Dollar Tree eyeshadow from LA Colors. I can't wait to try the other couple that I haven't used yet and then do a dedicated video, because would you know that I'm wearing eyeshadow from the Dollar Tree? Like, no way. I think it looks so good. The Fenty Beauty thing, I did do a dedicated video on this as well, and I'm actually very happy with the way that it looks now. I just had to use different brushes because when I first used this, it was too much, but really loving it. But that is it. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as always. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.